Hello. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is, wherever you're at around the world, good now. What are you guys doing starting a hype train before the stream even starts? Big Al, thank you for the 69. Nice. What's up? How's it going? And the photo guy, thank you for the 23. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. I full disclosure, I don't know how long we're actually gonna be playing Minecraft because there's only like so much that we can do right now. Um, yeah. Also, I found some settings and made some tweaks to my model and the interactions, and I like it. I like it. I think it reacts better, and I found the dynamic lighting setting, which I think is pretty cool. So like, if I leave here, like the lighting on my model changes based on what's going on. So I'm about to just get completely washed out in here. So bright. So bright. But it's cool. I like it. Hi, Marie. That's a good number, 69K. Who's at 60? You got exactly 16. How do you have exactly 69,000, Marie? How do you have exactly 69,000? Nice. Chat, we did it. I think we have, so 220. I think we only needed like 210, 211, something like that. And then we have 61 of these. So the plan is to take those because we need to make the antimatter, which is made in the supercritical phase shifter, which is this guy, which is here. 40. And then we need 3 of these. So that's another 12, so that's 52. And then we needed an additional 3 polonium pellets for the coil. Talents, life experience, true. Lurkin paying the bills. You got it, you got it. Enjoy the lurks. Thank you, thank you. I got the Songify stuff is like my Spotify's all relinked, so like song requests are back on the menu. Like all of that should be working now, so that should be good. Started doing some video edits for the main YouTube from the couple of videos that we watched, so that we can start being React Andes. And actually, you know, putting things on the main YouTube channel rather than just the VODs channel. So that'll be cool. I'm thinking maybe like once every week or two, something new on the other YouTube, on the main YouTube. Anyways, let's grab these and these. And toss them in here. And then we need 52 of these, which means we need 52 HDPE sheets. I think we have that. Just saying. Pretty sure we have enough for that. $40 plus 12 is $52. I can number. I promise. Maybe. Okay, so we got those. 52, 52. That's my old bus number when I used to ride the bus in school when I was a wee little sloth. A wee little sloth. We need ultimate control circuits. Three of them. When you were still a slothling, yes. When I was a young slothling. Woohoo! Coil. I need 2 more ultimate circuits and a laser. And wrapping guess is hazmat. I don't need no hazmat suit where I'm at, because I did it right. Okay, how do I build this thing now? Oh, I need 63 structural glass. Okay. How about 64? Supercritical phase shifter. And it gave me another 20 casings and 60 glass. How big does this thing have to be? Holy hell. What the heck? Alright, the supercritical phase shifter is a large structure that uses as much power as you can give it to generate small amounts of antimatter from large amounts of polonium. This completely eliminates all possible nuclear waste, if that is a concern, though the energy used to process an amount of polonium is greater than the energy made to create it. So additional power is required. Whoa, what the heck? It's like a circle cube sphere. A circube sphere. It's circumcised. Look at the balls on this thing. Simply feed chemical polonium into one SPS port, power into another one, attached to a supercharged coil on the inside, and one more SPS port for extracting antimatter.
You must construct additional pylons.
This is definitely not a pylon. We're constructing balls right here. Antimatter balls. That's what this is. Look at this ball. What a glorious ball. Balls, glorious balls. Like food. It's glorious. Each 1,000 millibuckets of antimatter can be turned into a single antimatter pellet. So that goes direct. Ow. Ow. That goes directly on the bottom then. Okay. So that's how that goes. So that's going to be for the power, right? Bro, what is this? 1, 2, 3. Corner 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's not too bad. And it's just the same on all 4 sides. A banana for your ball. Oh, banana balls. Oh, banana balls. Do 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 do. Banana balls. Do 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 do. Banana balls. Do 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 do. Ba do do ba do do ba do ba do ba do. Banana balls. He tossed it right to me, and now he's going to go play for the Chicago White Sox. Oh, that's right. You got that guy's balls, didn't you? Big Al hitting up the song request tonight. Where is the... Hell yeah. Cool, now I can see that too. Figuring out where to pull my damn windows at. I'm gonna put my windows in my Linux. How about that? How about that? You must construct additional balls. Balls. Meh. Meh. I could use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. I could use a wish right now. Wish right now. Block. How do I only have 3,096 diamond blocks? Don't I have a diamond chicken? Time crystal blocks. I don't know why I'm looking at these. It doesn't matter what I use. Do 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 do. So if that goes there, then this goes. Hello? Oh, it's the gem armor. It's the gem armor. I can't shift space to float in the gem armor. Man, I wish I didn't turn my red matter armor into the gem armor. I was just trying to be fancy and make like super uber god armor, and I screwed myself, chat. I screwed myself. Hi, Queen. Ever get to any Chicago games? Baker's a rising star. I used to go to I've been to a handful of Cubs games. Most notably the Bartman Ball game incident. The Bartman Ball incident back in, was it 2003, I believe. I was at that game. And I used to go to White Sox games all the time as a kid because they used to have this father-son White Sox father-son baseball stuff. So I've been to a fair amount of White Sox games too. I've also been to a Windy City Classic. Will never go again because it's literally just people throwing beer at each other and yelling and arguing. Howdy, Captain Camper. You can't do the space shift. Nope. Nope. This is what happens. So I'm floating right now. I'm going to hold spacebar so that I go up, and then I'm going to hold shift. And you can watch what happens. Up, shift. All the way down. This is what happens. I'm holding both space and shift. Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. And stuff. Obey the beard. What does this thing look like again? So if that's 3. So 1, 2, 3, center. So is this the glass? That's the glass. Don't shove it in your ass. What I'm hearing is don't make that armor. No. Yes. Yes. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Don't make the gem armor because you can't shift space. You just do this pogo mosh pitting maneuver, I guess. Pogo, pogo, pogo. Jump, pogo, 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 bounce. Chad, I ate something that wasn't soup. I had macaroni and cheese today, which is an improvement. Fuck, we're too close. I had macaroni and cheese. Yay, solid foods. How'd the mac and cheese go? My stomach still feels a little bit weird. My stomach still feels a little bit weird. It's like I don't think it knows how to react to it. Jumped right past the mashed potatoes. No, I jumped into the mashed potatoes. Got to jump into the mashed potatoes. You eat the mac and cheese while you're in the mashed potatoes. Are you a yogurt lover? I would. I'm going to refrain from answering your question, Marie. I plead the fifth. Hi, Angelus. Hello, Stimky. Queen, thank you. Wow, 55. Thank you for the 55 streak. Yes, Kappa is the only answer. Don't forget to Kappa. We're Rasputining. We have DJ Big Al in the house tonight. Now that I got the song request thing fixed. Is your model darker than usual tonight? I found some settings in VTube Studio, and I made some tweaks, and I feel like it is more reactive now to me. And I also found the reason why the model is darker is because I'm in a dark area. I found dynamic lighting. Ow! Wait, nobody redeemed. All right, either Seaman or Zentir is lurking in the shadows, but I found the dynamic lighting. So I'm about to get washed out as I go into the construct. There we go, super bright. So it adjusts with the lighting of the game. Flashbang? Oh yeah, I forgot about the flashbang. Hang on. Throwing flashbang. There. Sorry, my bad. There's Zentir. I blame Seaman. I bet you do. I bet you do. You big nerd. Your mouth does move a lot more. Well, I also changed the camera position, and I also found out that the iPhone that I have will actually work for VBridger. This is going to go up against the wall. I guess that works. Why do I feel like that's not right? You know what? We're going to set up the perimeter, and then we'll center the damn thing. Ooh, Tiasu. Very nice. Very nice. Is this song popular just because of the Black Mirror episode? I don't think so. I know it was a popular song in the Just Dance series of games. What am I building now? This is the SPS thing. This is what's going to turn the... So, once this is built, I have to rearrange how this works. And we need the nuclear waste to go into the neutron doodad thingy here to turn it into polonium. And then we're going to feed that polonium directly into the SPS with a shitload of power, apparently. And then that's how we make the liquid antimatter. So, what we're building right now is this thing right here. This ball. This sphere cuboid ball thing. It's an oblate spheroid. It's like Earth. It's like Earth. Welcome to Earth. What the fuck is Black Mirror? You never saw Black Mirror, Big Al? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's non... what's the words? Like non sequitur is not the right thing, but it's non-sequential, right? So like each episode is its own thing. And it's just really like weird shit. Non-contiguous. There we go. Big people words. I'm dealing with that ball off from the world. Wait, what? Marie, are you balling? So do these all share borders? They do. Okay. I think I get how this is built then. Okay, good. That doesn't, I was like, please don't, like, totally break. So this is going to be polonium in. This is going to be antimatter out. I like the emotes here who did them. I think I have a command. Is it artist? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she did my emotes and my VTuber model. And I believe other than her own, I was the first model that she had commissioned. Do-do-do-do-do. Wait, you're a VUber? I thought you were a sloth. Man, unfollowed, unsubbed, uninstalled Windows, delete system 32, format C, throw computer out the window, unfriended, removed from top 8 on MySpace. Chad, I think this is this going to form up when we're done? I'm going to place the center one last. Oh, man, look at that glass. It's like a wire grid. I don't like it. It didn't form. It didn't form a multi-block. What did I do? Did I screw it up? Oh. Hang on. How does this work? I don't know how shapes work, chat. So it's 1 and then 1. Got it. Wait, what? 3, 3, 3. Oh, it's a 5x5 with the corners chopped off. Ew. Okay, so that means these are going to move too. And this actually goes here. 1, 2 there. 1, 2. No corner. Like so. So that's how it goes. Okay. Figured it out. 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 6, 7. 420. 69. 92. 60, 92. Yeah, I got the top right. Do 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 boo 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 do. What? Bro, you what, mate? You fucking what, mate? I'm actually going to move this down to the bottom. Oop. Oh, all this does have to come out because it needs to get raised up. I got to raise it up. I think that means this needs to come out. This needs to come out. Do 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 boo 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 boo. Ban out. Ban out. I have 4 left, and that is for the corners here. Ban out. All right, maybe we get it this time. What's up, Tomster? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there we go. It formed. Okay, so this thing, idle. The only thing we need to do with this is pump a bunch of power and polonium into it. I think before we do that, before we turn this bad boy on, let's go look at our world engine. So we have, oh, we're at E12 now. Is that 465 billion or is that 4.6 trillion? I kind of want to expand our nuclear reactor at this point. Hate the exponent numbers. Yeah. Let's see. 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 1,000 million billion. 1,000 million billion trillion. We're at 4.6 trillion. I think. Because the 12 would be the number of zeros. So it's 4.6 times a trillion. And that's still 0% of the total capacity of this ball. Yeah, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. It's supposed to be almost 50. And then towards the end of the week, it's going to be like almost, like over 60, like low 60s. I'm sided. I'm sided. It's definitely lots of zeros. It is definitely lots of zeros. Let's use this guy. Throw this away. Well, not throw it away, but put it away. Whee! So this goes reactor. It's gonna be around 79 to 80 there. Calm down, reactor. Here's what I want to do. I think we just pull these pipes. We add another level or two to this thing. And I think we should still be okay, just because we know that this layout works, right? It's stable. High of 71 on Friday. Damn. That's nice. Oh, that's not supposed to be there, but okay. Yeah, chat, we're going to shut down the reactor. Actually, let's figure out the components that we need before I screw something up. So, actually, you know what we can try? Let's try this first. Neutron reflectors. So we have those. And if I put those in between... Where are our rods? Our rods are... That's ice, so the rods are here. So if we go in between the rods, so that's 2. If I have reflectors on each side, does it further increase the efficiency of them? Also, if I remove a component of this while it's running, is it going to blow up? Like, do I need to shut this down and let it run out of fuel? Yeah, because all of these are totally full. The song was on the radio this morning. It's a good song. I like me some Avenged Sevenfold. Okay, 0 production. All right, it's idle. So we should be able to kind of disassemble this stuff and reassemble it. And actually, I want to see what the heat values are. I want to try to replace these. So let's see. That's 2. If we go in between every other one, so that's there. Oh, that's going to be weird. Those are going to have to go... Fuck it. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 16. Let's see how well this works. Oh, I don't have that recipe in there. Hail to the king. A little bit of lag, huh? There's that. Good or dummy slots. Hail. Hail. There we go. Okay. So the plan is for those to go between these rods. One more. Carbon plating block. Reactor wall. I mean, it should be able to make that. Need 4 of those. And 1 reactor wall. Oh, did the world engine get screwed up? Cancel. Call the meltdown and not an overreaction? That's a good question. That is a good question. I mean, that's just like, you know, why do we park in a driveway and drive in a parkway? Is an orange named after the color, or is the color named after the orange? Damn it, the world engine's broken. Cancel. Anymore. It's sending the plastic. That's those. That's all that should take. Oh, I'm out of fucking molten carbon. Bro, I don't want to set this shit up. How do I not... How am I out of molten carbon? We had a carbon cow, bro. Molten carbon, it's right there. I have 4,000 buckets of molten carbon. Why is a pair of panties but just 1 bra? Why do we ship things by truck, but it's called cargo on a ship? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's linked because all these are linked to the controller, which is linked to the system. Unless something got broke. Yeah, it's right there. Molten carbon. More things in life need to be measured by the bucket. True. It's like tobacco. Give me 10 bushels or barrels or however you sell it. This tastes like grandma. Oh my god, it does taste like grandma. Check the world engine and make sure it's not errored out. It always says it's errored out. That's part of the problem with the world engine. Annihilation core? I have 23 of them. It just keeps eating them. Uses. World engine. That makes those. That makes that. What the fuck is it trying to make that it needs annihilation cores? What? Does that mean 6 times 9 equals 42? No, it equals 6, 7. And 42 equals giggity. 800 millibuckets of molten carbon. Yeah, but it should return these. It still wants an annihilation core, and I have no idea why. It's just eating it. It ate 9 of them. It ate like 12 of them. Ow. Nobody even, what? Where did that fruit come from? Who did that? Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at right now, Kid Town. We're gonna reload. Relog. Oh, Zentera. You sneaky, sneaky, you. You sneaky, snaky, you. Chad, did I say earlier the old ass iPhone that I have I can actually use for face tracking instead of my webcam? I'll have to get vBridger set back up so we get even better tracking. I mean, it's set up. I just haven't run it like since I got the model. Yeah, it's still aired out. You know what? Fuck it. Ow. And fish you, bro. Fish you. I don't know what it's trying to. It's trying to run things when it's done. So I have no idea why it. This is why I said the world engine is constantly just aired out. Thank you for the pets. Liquid carbon was in the wrong input. I'm the wrong input. Input this. Vortec reactor. Okay. So these guys can go here. We were at 2.3 million per tick before these. I think this will be okay because these are coolers, and the coolers are right next to the reflectors. Although I don't know that the reflectors actually do anything with the heat. Um... Reactor walls. Wait, what? How is it running but not letting... Chat, what is... Oh. There we go. Oh, oh, oh! Uh... I'm curious if it didn't work because I didn't have everything, like it wasn't actually run, it was just running the fuel, right? And that was only with 3 things in it. Yeah, we almost boomed. We almost boomed, and I don't know if I'm going to boom if I put this thing back in. Okay. Yeah, the neutron reflectors do not work. Neutron reflectors do not work. Which is fine. Okay, so if we double this up, then I need a bunch of reactor walls. If we go up two, this is, how big is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is 22, 44 plus 8, 52. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 62, 72. We need 72 reactor walls. I have 3, so we need chat. If I have 3 reactor walls and we need 72, how many more do I need? That's right. That is absolutely right. Nice. All. Queen, you've played too much Minecraft. This is one instance where all is not the right answer. Okay. Those are done. Wait, why did that make 72 when I had... Did I just dupe reactor walls accidentally? And I lied, we're not adding 2 levels, we're adding 4. More power. Because I have a feeling this antimatter craft is going to take a shitload of power. The thing here is we know that this configuration that we have internally is stable. And honestly, I think it's because we have the heat absorbers next to the pipes. Like, it's literally a grid. Like, every heat absorber is touching at least 2. Yeah. Or every pipe is touching at least 2 absorbers. Yours is producing 10.5. Mine, so this is 2 layers right now. And this is 2.3. So that would be 4.6, 6.9. I did not plan that, chat. Why is 69 coming up so often tonight? What the hell? Do I have my stick in here? I do. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 25, 27. times 4. I love that you can do math inside AE. It scales up weird, though. 1 layer of mine is 1.6 million. I'm getting 10.5 for every 7 layers. No, that's 1.6. 1.6 times 7 is right around that. Okay, so that's those. And then I need heat absorbers. Why are these different? That's a quad rod. Oh, is that because those have fuel in them? Interesting. One, two, three, 4, 12, 14. 14 times 4 is 40, 56. So I need 20. One point six times 7 is 11.2. So you're getting a little bit less then. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Then we need quad rods. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 40. Matthew did said you should have gotten 5.5 million for 8 layers. Wound up with a few more layers, so I don't know where the error was, but I get more than I thought I would. That's fair. We'll see what we get when this comes up. What kind of rods are you using though, Queen? Because I'm only using the quad rods. Quads? Okay. When I say needed 40 of those? Oh, there's still something in there too. Hang on. Okay, it's got none in there. I'm going to put these back. Put the plastic back. Oh, did a loop bead come back? Oh, no, wait, I need that. Need that for the pipes. Oh, hang on. Did the permissions break on that? Settings. Commands. That's mod, that's mod. This should be... No, it should work. I don't know why it didn't work. The command is enabled. Try it again. Did it disconnect from my Twitch? Okay, it's an issue with the bot account. Hold. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. There we go. Fixed. Oh, it's getting close. Six. It's on the final run, the final stretch. It's the final countdown. I'm excited to do more video editing tomorrow. I feel like such a fucking nerd saying that, dude. I really do enjoy video editing for whatever reason. Okay, these cannot be. Oh, I can't do it that way. Yeah, because these don't touch. No touching. No touching. Okay. Gonna cap it off. Ultimate logistical transporters. We're gonna need a ton of these. Okay, those are hooked up. Let's start this so that those can fill up. Go to town, buddy. That's it? They're full? Really? Okay. Before I hook up the fuel, idle. So it burned out the fuel immediately that it had in it. All right. I think we can hook it up. Man, not being able to shift space is a bummer. And I was running. Nobody knows. What the f- That was not the intended reaction I was looking for. Okie dokie. Here we go. Heating up. It is exactly as I predicted. 6.9 million. Oh, I forgot to set that. You're right. Not bad. We tripled our production. Am I darker today? I am, but that's because I found the dynamic lighting function and feature. It's not a sunburn. I got blown up in a nuclear explosion. Because my room is darker? No, because the room I'm in is darker. It adjusts to the scene lighting. Cool, chat. Cool. Looks pretty stable to me. 6.9 million. And we're at 4.6 trillion. So, at this point, with coffee, because coffee is very important. We antimatter. And then we need a flux point. How do I configure this thing? Did that thing just kick on there for like a half a second? It did. Whoa. Whoa. We made our first millibucket of antimatter. That looks so cool. Um... Okay. We need more power because if we do the bypass, it's going to want to pull 400 million RF per tick. At least that's the number that I saw. Chad, do I make another giant freaking Oratech reactor? It looks like we're getting like 1% every like 2.5 seconds. Here's the other question. Okay, it's not a power thing. It's a polonium thing. So we have enough power to keep up with this. We're just not producing enough polonium. Which means if we wanted more, I would need a bigger one of these. How many antimatter pellets do I actually need for this? I just need one, right? To do the black hole thing? Where do I even get the chaos shards from? Wait, I think I'm making those, aren't I? Yeah. So we've got that. Dude, that looks so cool. Chat, we made a giant plasma ball. So here's the thing. If I just need one antimatter pellet to make the black hole, I need 2 antimatter pellets. I need 2 antimatter pellets. That's rough, bro. That is so rough. Jay, what up, dude? Thank you for the raid, man. Thank you, thank you. How was the stream? Hope you had a good stream. They were last seen playing API Error. Ooh, I've played that game before. That's a fun game. Chat, all I am is a sloth. All I am is a sloth. In my hand. But I stand in California. California! California! Shut up, kid. Go win the video game tournament. Touch yours. Playing on a Lost Crafter server? Ah, very nice, very nice. No blouse. There was like a little screen tear there. Am I tearing holes in the fabric of reality by making antimatter? For you here. Chat. I need 2,000 millibuckets. Hang on. Calculator. One millibucket is 2.5. Wait. That's 2.5 times 100. So that's 1 millibucket times 1,000 times 2. That's 500,000 seconds divided by 60 is 8,333 minutes divided by 60. Chat, it's 138 hours. Is this the end of the pack? I'm not AFKing this for 130 hours. No way to reliably speed it up then? The only way to speed this up is going to be to build a giant one of these. That's the only way. He has to do this to get to the chicken. The chicken is 10 buckets. You have to have this T5 upgrade on the world engine for it. Yes. Yeah, because I have everything to make the chicken except for antimatter chicken. Neutronium chicken. You need the neutronium chicken to make the antimatter chicken, and I have everything to make a neutronium chicken, but the problem is the dark matter block and void container, which is this. So it's like even just for one antimatter pellet is 70 hours AFK on this current setup. This might be the end of Stoneblock 4, chat. Because here's the thing: in order to make a fair amount of polonium to do this, I'm gonna need something that is probably like 5 times this size, which means that is going to probably consume the fissile fuel 5 times faster, which means I need this entire setup bigger. So I didn't even make it to tier 6. Because like I said, I'm not AFKing for 140 hours. And I'm certainly not about to try to 5 times output what I have here. Members of Poison are all in their 60s. I mean, that's definitely how time works. That is definitely how time works. At least as far as we can understand it. As far as we can understand it. Only in their 60s, I still feel young. I mean, honestly, yeah, when I started reading that and you said the members of Poison are, I was waiting to hear like, you know, mid 70s pushing 80. Honestly, 60s isn't bad. 60s isn't bad. Chat. Ooh, what does my dynamic lighting look like if I fly through this hallway with coffee? Look at my face. There's an RGB sloth. Think about how our parents feel when their music / pop culture icons are in their 80s, 90s, or dead. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to finish that hallway. Bring it, goat. I guess you have to let him ram you before you can get something. Billy Bob's about to pop off. Watch out, chat. Watch out. I got pretty far with what I had. You do kind of like the disco hallway? I like it. Fuck, that's powder. Did she say hippocampus? Why is part of the brain called a hippo? Why do I have a hippo in my skull? I'm just a sloth, not a hippo. A hipposlothomus. Oh my gosh. Coming up with new mutations, chat. I'm a hipposloth. Hipposlothomus. That's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, these top ones are going to be a little bit more tricky. Because you wanted a hippopotamus for Christmas. And now I'm a hipposlothomus. I'm a cute hipposlothomus, though. Mm-hmm. And dangerous. And dangerous. That's why my name's Sloth Monster. Because hippos are dangerous, and I'm a hipposlothomus. Where did it go? No. Where did all my frame slopes go? Oh, I bet they're in here. I wonder if this will work this way. Curious. It do. Okay, so it will not pull from... That's kind of a bummer. Oh, there's a little bit of lag, and that's what's tripping me up. Do, 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 do. I don't know how. It's so weird, dude. There's just like a tiny hair of lag. Good song. There we go, chat. The hallway hath been complete. Get far. Meow. Da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. We have 10 millibuckets. 10. It is 1,000 for one antimatter pellet. Hey. Why? Yeah, that's not gonna finish. We're not. This is pretty much the end of the pack, chat. Buster. What up, Mid 2 Max? Clearly, I'm building too small on my world. Dude, I don't know what my problem is with this. For whatever reason, this Stoneblock world made me build more than I think I've ever built in any Minecraft world that I've ever been in. So this was the starting position. I started in the normal Stoneblock starting thing, and like that tunnel is just like the tunnel to the west. I was gonna do it for all of them, but not gonna do that. Because it's a pain. Because I can't do the entire thing with like the copy paste gadget. But yeah, so like this is the starting corridor, and then I have this was where we originally started doing things, was down here, and then we moved everything. We were using Ortex steam engines. I guess this is kind of like world run through since we're, I guess, wrapping this up. We were using the Ortex steam engines, which worked out really well actually, because they're super easy to set up. So like That was the thing there. We had storage drawers here. All of my, once we started doing moo fluids, we have all of our cows in here. I guess I don't need those anymore, do I? So yeah, this is where we are storing all of our fluids. All of our storage drawers are connected to a controller that is tied into our AE system. So like all of our fluids, I think we gotta look for molten. Yeah. Like all of our fluids are accessible in our AE system. This is our Fortron stuff. This is all my chickens and trees. We got trees being produced here. All of this stuff goes into the system. Everything is tied to the system. So we have all the chickens all the way down to our tier 9 chickens. Which that's the last one we're getting. Because to get the neutronium chicken, the antimatter chicken, and I think there's one other one, you have to have the next world upgrade, and I'm not doing this because I would have to AFK for 140 hours. Not doing it. So, like, that's my chicken seeds. That is on Shadow Post soil. Those are tier 9 seeds. Being auto-harvested into the roost feeder, which goes out to all the chickens. I used that as a shortcut because, like, I blew the room open to make more room and didn't realize that our staircase was there. But we had this over here, a little cursed earth farm. We had some R's down here. This is where we spent many hours harvesting Certus early game because you need a ton of Certus quartz. Tiny, super tiny little crate set up for bulk processing for early game when we needed that. This is our biofuel farm. It was a power farm at one point, but now it's just providing biofuel into our mechanism setup. So that's that. All of the crate stuff is down here. So I was doing that. Those are teleporter pads that go out to parts of the world. That is the Wither kill box. I don't think we have anything else here. Just the cool hallway that we just finished. This thing, which goes all the way down. But then up is where everything is actually at. So when you come up here, it's like a cool, like a little waiting room. You drink your coffee, go for a walk down the hallway, and then you walk into the freaking Men in Black secret lab room. So we got all of our replication stuff. These are all replicators, which is basically 3D printers. With the matter storage tanks. There's a observation deck up here. A little couch, tables, fridge, paintings. Observation deck. And just kind of chill up here. I've never built anything like this in all of my years playing Minecraft. I don't know, like, what overcame me with this pack. All of these are copycat blocks with the replica blocks. So that took some time to actually make. And then this floor. I thought this floor was pretty cool. Little trapdoors give it a little bit of depth there. Both of these sides, both of these rooms are housing power flowers from Project E to produce red matter, which is going into the system because we feed red matter into the replicators for fuel. Welcome back, Queen. Just kind of doing a walkthrough of the world at this point. We're in ads, though, so I'll wait until Min-Max gets back. And in the meantime, we can drink some coffee. We'll wait for the ad bros. Got another minute on ads. Chat, are you guys having a good week? You having a good... It's Tuesday, isn't it, bruv? Tuesday, bruv. Ooh. I'm not showing my base to anyone here. It's embarrassing compared to this. Queen, comparison is the path to disappointment. The only person you need to compare to is yourself. All right, we're just about back from ads. All righty, welcome back, ad bros. So yeah, observation deck is up there. It's got little structural supports. Both of these side rooms are just housing the Project E stuff to generate red matter for our system, because that's what we feed into replication. Oh, I should probably go down here and show you that too, because we have a sneaky little elevator here. Oh, that's right, I broke it. It doesn't work. We have to go this way, because this is where everything ties in together. This is replication bridge, so that ties all of our replicators and stuff into our AE system. And then we have our importer for everything that we're importing into our system. Close this back up. That was just a portal from the portal gun mod. Yeah, so these are just making red matter. And they are quantum entangled to go into the system. This is chat's room that we didn't really do anything. I asked for block suggestions, and they gave me blocks, and we ended up building this monstrosity of a room. Don't ask, don't tell. This is a room that we don't go in because it was supposed to be for industrial foregoing, which we didn't really do anything with. That was the extent that we did with it. This is some mechanism for autocrafting for patterns, along with the alloy smelter and our energizing orb from Pawa. I'll check it in a minute, Mid-Max. I'll check it in a minute. That room is beautiful. Which room, Big Al? Chat room or mechanism room? You better say both. You better say both. And then on this side, we also have the actually additions empowerment stuff and the transfuser thingy over there. Then over here, I was gonna do a bunch of the extractors from Zycraft, but it turns out we didn't really need to put too much in here. I do really like this room though. The block combination, the Skystone bricks with these RGB pillar lamps from Zycraft are really cool. I like that combo. So there's that. Nice room that didn't really get used. How many people? Just me. This is all me. Our door is broken? Little kitchen area. Doing some cooking. Because you got to do the cooking by the book. Little fridge. Whole bunch of countertops. Utensil stuff. Sinks. Little tables. Stand-up tables. No chairs. Nobody gets chairs. And then we have the construct, which I have to warn people when I go in here. Throwing flashbang. Because it is bright. We went with Men in Black in the front, and we went with the Matrix in the back. So I've been calling this the construct. These are all just white anti-blocks. There are some lights in there. But this is where all of the applied energistic stuff is at. You can see how many quantum rings we have because we got so many different freaking places that we're doing stuff. This is a reactor that hasn't really been used. I mean, like it's doing stuff. It's just not really much in comparison with what we have now. And then hidden back behind this wall is where we have all of our compact machines. So this is our Gate Pearl Arena, which I don't know why that's there. We did a couple of Gate Pearls in here for some loot. And then we did some Draconic Fusion crafting in this one. And then we did... I think we did the chicken milking room before Oratech. So this is just set up to get chaos shards. Our chicken died, apparently. Well, it's a good thing we don't need those anymore. And then this is our main Oratech compartment. Some of these got some autocrafts hooked up to them, but all the Oratech stuff, that's getting fluorite for us, I think, or fluxite? Fluxite. Fluorite? I don't remember what it's called. Fluxite, I think. This is all making things that we will talk about in a minute. These are the gas generators. These are actually really good from Oratech in this pack anyway. Like these like significantly boosted our power generation when we made these. But this particular setup over here is making because we have this stuff down here as well. So we're crushing the uranium and the copper, and that's going into there, and then the engraving table is doing the thing, and then we come down here, and this is making... Oh, we used all the fuel? No way, dude. Wow, we flew through that. We flew through that. How am I keeping it loaded? Because the power source, I'm using Flux, so they do chunk loading. Using Flux for my wireless. And then up here, we didn't use nearly as much space as I thought we were going to. This is the particle accelerator setup that we did for that. And then that assembly table that was putting things together was supposed to be assembling reactor fuel for this. Which we are now underproducing, it looks like, since we just increased the size of this thing. This is an Oratech nuclear reactor. We have ice being produced over here. This, fortunately, is still keeping up. So this is producing the vast majority of our power right now at 6.9 million RF per tick. So that is that, and then we were using all of that power. Oh, this is a tiny little room that we got going here. Yeah, you could. I just dropped a flux plug here to keep it loaded, but this is all of our neutron collectors for neutron piles. But all that power was for this here, which is all of the mechanism stuff to get antimatter. And considering that I would now have to AFK for 140 hours in here, we're pretty much done with the pack. That said, let's see, statistics. 8.88 days. $8.88. Now that's playtime. Did you sleep? Well, I mean, that wasn't all in one go. Like, we started this a couple of months ago, and then we just recently came back to it to finish it up. So, it's been a little bit here and there. But a total of almost 9 days in game. And I learned a lot. I played with a lot of stuff that I haven't touched before. That's just how I talk with chat, because chat helps me with a lot of stuff, especially things that I haven't done before, like this. Surprisingly here though, everybody kind of like just let me figure things out and didn't really hold my hand all that much. I've been doing this so long, I always say we now. I don't know, it just kind of became like instead of me or I, it's always we, because I'm including the community. It feels inclusive, and I can't I don't think I'll ever stop speaking about it like that. Anything that we do on stream. See? And I just did it. We. Because it really is like the community helps out a lot. In any game we play. In any game we play. Which we will probably, I mean, from the looks of it, chat, like 16 millibuckets. We only need another 1,984 millibuckets. So, fair warning to anybody that's playing Stoneblock 4 that's not this far yet. If you actually want to complete the main chapters all the way down through the tiers and get to tier 6 and everything, make sure you set up a bigger freaking fission reactor than this, because that's not cutting it for this. But yeah, this entire setup, like this whole side of the room, I've never done before. This is all new to me. I've never set up the fission reactor from Mechanism or the antimatter stuff. So that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, like, in this playthrough. Like, we did a lot. I learned a lot, and I feel like I built probably the coolest base that I've ever built in Minecraft. Like, this is just insane.
Nice.
Nice. 6-7. Hers, thank you for the prime for the 6-7 months. Look at all them 3D printers. Chat, you need 3D printers? I'm selling some 3D printers. Here you go. I got a whole couple walls of them. Mimic dice. And I do like that I stole the companion cube from the portal chamber. And a gem system. The world has magic and the reason for it. Well, yeah, we figured out the reason last time we got together. How much of the world did you explore? That much. Carved it out. Yeah, you turned it into a giant ball of flesh and then carved the flesh away until you had a very nice shape. You never went all the way out to the edge where the Sky Stone or other stone are? No, I haven't had a reason to. They never gave me a reason to go out that far. Rockthins are of the world. When the crystal hit, it changed the world, therefore changed the Rockthins. Rock. Doop 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 doop. Went out to get the blocks for brushing. Yeah, I abandoned my brushing setup as soon as I started getting chickens. My moo fluids room, where I have all the cows in the jars, that was where originally I had all of my brusher dudes. Which I thought that was a pretty cool system. Instead of sifting. Makes use of the new like archaeology stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. I had macaroni and cheese today, hers. And my gut still feels a little bit weird from it, but it didn't make me sickies. So I'm happy with that, which is awesome. We will try more real food again tomorrow. If you started over, what items would you focus and what power would you go for? It's kind of hard to answer because the pack does a really good job of like holding you back. Like it there's not like a crazy grind gate, but it's gated in a manner that you can't just jump into everything that you immediately want to. I would definitely recommend it, like, as soon as you can start making chickens, make chickens. All of the dire stuff is super, super strong, so just dire things. I think I would go chickens and just dire things. And cows. Because once you start doing the just dire things, you can get the wands to transmute the cows. And you can get all the fluid cows. So, chat, I think that's the end of Stoneblock 4. I think that's the end of Stoneblock 4. Which is crazy to think.